So, punta na tayo sa third segment natin ngayon. At ito, alam ko ikaw ang madaming masasabi dito. Ito na yung tungkol sa West Philippine Sea. At alam ko nakausap mo nga si Commodore Tariela kaninang umaga. So, ano ba ang kwento doon?
Ang kagandahan sa ginawa ni Commodore J, hindi siya matapang siya sumagot sa mga fake news, mga maling mga information, ano. Kanina nag-usap sila ako kasama ko si Attorney Trixie, so siya yung alaman natin nasa ibang side siya. So mga questions niya ay talagang silang mainit na nag-uusap. Talagang dinipensahan ni Commodore J yung position ng Philippine government. May mga questions naman valid si Trixie, pero talagang lahat ng tanong niya sinagot.
Okay.
There was one question which I had to interject. Kasi sinabi niyang regarding the disputed claim of Baho de Masinloc, and I just said, that's not disputed, that's ours.
Tama.
So,
And we have a arbitral decision, di ba, affirming that. An arbitral decision recognized by so many countries.
And you know, this guy, si Commodore J, he's so knowledgeable about the legal, all the developments previous to The Hague. And up to now, currently, talagang handa siyang ipagtanggol yung ginagawa natin sa West Philippine Sea. It's just very, very mahirap sa kanya kasi yung last year may isang incident yung hinaras sila ng mga Chinese vessels. May isang member ng Philippine Navy na putulan ng...
Ay, yung daliri. Oo, tama.
So, I thought it was akala ko Coast Guard siya. Yan pala, Philippine Navy siya.
Okay.
So, talagang malaki yung ano sa kanya, it's very personal for him. Kasi he's not defending just an ideal. It's really defending the waters of the Philippines, no? So talagang ramdam mo yung ano niya, yung pride niya defending, plus also the pain of going through being harassed by the Chinese Navy and Chinese Coast Guard.
Talagang sila yung nasa frontline dito di ba? In fact, bilib nga ako doon sa tapang ng ating Coast Guard at ng ating Navy na despite more limited resources, di ba? Mas limited yung ating mga vessels na pwedeng i-deploy doon. Patuloy pa rin yung ating pag-assert,
Correct.
In the face of yung continuous aggression from China.
Yung ginagawa we've done in the Aquino government, we were able to successfully corral the international community to support our position. Medyo these latest initiatives naman are coming from the military side, no? So that's why ang isang na-mention yung comment ni Pulong Duterte, yung about the Typhoon missile.
Yung kinikriticize niya.
And the assumption on the Duterte side, it is a first strike capability. Which, when you say first strike, tayong unang
atake, kumbaga. Offensive weapon, kumbaga.
Which J. Tariela said, Commodore J said, it's a defensive capability. Obviously, we don't have those weapons. Di ba? That's why we rely on our partners. So, yung sinabi nga yun sa Typhoon missile, sinabi niya so many times, it's a defensive capability. And why should you attack first? We have no reason to attack them. We're not even encroaching their waters. So, parang illogical na isipin mo, isang maliit na bansa, gagamitin ang Typhoon missile, makipaggera ka kaagad. Ito pinaghahandaan natin ang defenses natin. And kung talagang makikipag-away tayo, meron tayong Mutual Defense Treaty.
Yeah.
Na it's a legal obligation of our treaty partner, the US, to defend us when we're attacked. Di ba? So,
recently, meron pang bagong pinirmahan uli, di ba?
Canada,
with
visiting
Canada,
forces.
Tama.
And there's may diferensya ang visiting forces agreement at saka mutual defense treaty. They seem to conflate it porque nandito ang mga visiting forces, may visiting forces agreement tayo, ibig sabihin, sila na they will help us in time of war. Sabi ko, that's no legal obligation under the Visiting Forces Agreement because Visiting Forces Agreement govern the stay of temporary visiting forces in the country. So, temporary stay lang yan. That's why we don't have bases. Plus, may mga training, di ba? May training ginagawa, yung mga special forces, yung mga...
Yeah. Yung mga joint exercises.
Joint exercises, humanitarian, So, hindi porke may visiting forces agreement. And by the way, I made it clear, there is no legal obligation under the visiting forces agreement to defend us Walang ganong, unlike a mutual defense
But there is
treaty.
with the mutual defense.
Mutual defense treaty, yes.
Tama.
We are, if we ask for help, that's the obligation of the treaty partner.
Tama.
And not just us, kung nagka-problema ang Amerika, and they ask us for help, we are duty-bound to help them also. Kaya, very clear ang, maganda yung sinabi ni Jay. In fact, sabi nga, I can do this the whole day. Di ba? Parang just defending our waters. It's something, I mentioned something, kasi parang the whole idea that we are defending ourselves, merong defeatist attitude, especially among the Duterte followers, na we're fomenting war. If you're doing that, like what Pulong Duterte said.
At on that note, ito rin si Kiko Barsaga, sorry na pinasok sa usapan, pero kasi specifically, kinriticize siya ang Coast Guard. 'Di ba? Na yung mga ginagawa daw ng Coast Guard na pagbabantay sa ating West Philippine Sea, yun daw ang nagpo-provoke ng unnecessary tension with China.
You know, I made a comment kanina, sabi ko, when the Chinese stated that they're going to invade Taiwan, they were called patriots. When the Philippines said that they are going to defend themselves, we are accused as warmongers. Parang, even within among ourselves, just the fact that we've made a commitment to defend our shores, tayo pang may kasalanan, tayo pa ang war freak. Parang ganun ang mentality ng mga ibang Duterte followers.
Ako, yun ang hindi ko maintindihan eh. Kasi kung manggagaling yon from a Chinese official, maintindihan ko pa eh. Obviously, yung kanilang posisyon, ang kanilang
ganyan naman
susulong.
talaga sinasabi nila.
Pero from a Philippine official, di ba? Lalo na isang taong halal pa ng taong bayan, tas ang posisyon mo, kasalanan pa ng Coast Guard, kasalanan pa ng Navy na dinidepensahan itong ating karagatan. Parang ako, hindi ko talaga maintindihan.
Tapos sabihin pa niya, abolish natin ang ang Philippine Coast Guard. Parang talagang, sometimes I wonder if these people should be elected into office kasi ang babaw nyo, ang unang sagot nyo kaagad, abolish eh. As if it will solve the problem. And they have a role to play, our Coast Guard as our frontliners. Prior, in the time of GMA and during our time, ang mga naguhuli ng mga Chinese fishermen, we're not the military. It's always a Coast Guard. At saka ang nangyayari, pag nahuli ng mga Chinese fishermen, ano nangyayari? Siyempre, we want to preserve the international relations, ibabalik natin yung mangingisda, ibabalik din natin yung kanilang fishing boat, fishing vessel. No? So, that's why the Coast Guard has a very large role to play in protecting our waters also.
And yun nga, parang nakakalungkot lang na napaka-limited na nga, di ba, nung resources that they have to work with, yung equipment that they have. Napakalaki nung hamon na hinaharap nila, di ba, in dealing with yung Chinese encroachment, with more ships, di ba, more vessels, more resources. And from within, meron ka pang mga Pulong Duterte, Kiko Barsaga, na imbes na suportahan yung ating Coast Guard, ay sila pa yung nagkikriticize.
Correct.
Doon sa ating mga mismong mga katropa, kumbaga.
Kaya nga parang it's such a defeatist mentality for them to say that. Nakaka-insulto actually. And considering, let me just invoke my half Chinese. Ako, half Chinese ako. Pero I cannot stomach what they're doing eh. So nakaka-insulto talaga. As a Filipino, it's very insulting to us to hear you Filipinos, us Filipinos saying, we can't fight China. That's why we're getting all our international support, both from our international community and also for our help with our military partners. No? At saka, teka muna, sino ba nagsabing ang nagyabang during the campaign in 2016, magje-jet ski siya? Hanggang yan, hindi pa siya nagje-jet ski, pero meron tayong mga magigiting na tao na sumusubok to break the Chinese barricade to send food to our soldiers in that yung rusty vessel.
Oo.
Di ba parang there's a nice documentary called Food Delivery.
Yung food delivery, maganda yun.
Di ba? So talagang tayo, kahit na tayo we're outgunned, outnumbered, outvesseled, we still do our job. Ito mga, and then you see that, instead of praising these people, praising our own Filipino soldiers, praising our own Filipino Coast Guard, sasabihin mong, you're fomenting a third world war. How stupid can you be?
Bali ba? Ito pa yan. Etong mga taong ito na halal na opisyal, member ng Congress, na dapat nga silang nangunguna na dagdagan yung suporta at yung pondo dito sa ating mga tagapagtanggol ng ating karagatan, sangkot pa sila mismo sa mga kung ano-anong mga
Correct.
corruption scandal. Si Pulong Duterte, di ba nga ngayon, yung 51 billion na natanggap niya nung last 3 years nung nakaraang administrasyon, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa napapaliwanag yung buong
Correct,
accounting nun.
correct.
Etong si Kiko Barsaga, ewan ko kung nakita mo to, merong umiikot na open letter ngayon.
Oh, okay.
Nalilink siya sa ilang mga questionable projects sa kanyang distrito ng Dasmariñas sa Cavite. Merong overpricing ng isang 22 million peso hospital project. Merong isang may pagkukwestiyon sa mga infrastructure deal dun sa water district.
Wow.
Merong gagastusin daw na 1 billion sa parang sa isang bagong city hall project.
1 billion?
1 billion. Meron daw isang 620 million sports arena na ipapatayo doon. So, umiko to. Nakita ko lang kanina sa online. So, para sa akin napaka-ironic lang na itong mga halal na legislators na ito, na 'di ba, power of the purse, 'di ba, nasa legislature. Imbes na suportahan itong kailangan suportahan, 'di ba? Coast Guard, Navy, pinagtatanggol yung ating karapatan sa West Philippine Sea. Hindi na nga nila ginagawa 'yon. Kinikriticize pa nila 'yon. Tapos sa kabilang banda, sila pala ang dahil pa nilang mga kailangang saguting tanong.
Ang tawag doon, deflection. Dinideflect yung issue. Yun. So, ibang klase talaga itong mga to. Sana pag-isipan nyo kung kayo ay naniniwala kay Pangulong Duterte, and it's your right to do that, pero ihiwalay nyo naman yung paniniwala dun sa pagdepensa natin sa sarili nating bayan. Kasi pag tayo, it's a different, do not link them up porque si Pangulong Duterte is pro-China. Ang attitude nyo is, hayaan na natin ang mga Chino, hayaan na natin silang angkinin ng mga tubig natin. No? Parang mali yata yun. Pag-isipan natin, we are a very proud country. We are born from brave men and women who went through suffering just to achieve our independence. No? So talagang, let's think about that, and let's not be automatons just listening to some guy because you think that he's saying the right thing. Think of yourselves, analyze the things that we're doing right now, and be critical in your thinking. Huwag yung porke sinabi lang ni Pangulong Duterte or sinabi lang ni Barry or sinabi ko. Be critical.
Maniwala ka sa sinasabi ko.
Maniwala ka kay Barry kasi siya yung ang pangalan ng anak ni Superman at ni Wonder Woman, Barry.